with these catchments. Obviously, you've got most of it underground to avoid evaporation and stuff like that, so you can keep water underneath there for a very long time. And then when a rain comes, like we've had here in Yuma, in August, a lot in January, it'll gobble that up and keep it underground. How effective are they? Is it at keeping water underground, and how long can it last? Pretty much, if you've got over the summer you don't have very much rain.
It varies from catchment to catchment, and it also depends on how many critters are actually using that water as to how long it will last. There's an expectation that 30,000 gallons may last for 8 months or so. Some of the smaller catchments do have to have some service periodically if we don't get enough rain. So, for instance, 2021, we didn't get a lot of rain. And if I recall, the Region 4 office, along with their volunteers, delivered over 500,000 gallons of water to wildlife in the region. And that's just what they did. There were some other waters that had come out of the development branch out of Phoenix, but 500,000 gallons of water was delivered to wildlife in the area. And that's done overland, 1,000 gallons at a time. You've got folks in trucks pulling a 1,000-gallon water trailer behind them. And in many areas, because of the limited access or access for sheep and the altitude at which some of those catchments are installed, they'll go out, set up a drop tank, and a helicopter actually has to fly that water in and drop it into a tank. It's a tremendous amount of effort that takes place to keep water in this desert.
I would go on that one with you. To get dropped off by helicopter on the top of a mountain, that would be awesome.
We've actually got one of those projects coming up later this month, and it's a fly-in project. So we'll all be, hopping in a helicopter, flying to the top of the mountain, and coming back down to work on a drinker that's set up specifically or primarily for bighorn sheep.